Just White Podcast. That's as good as I can make it, dude. And White, losing my baby. All that hard work for Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris, and I'm so happy to have you guys here after that holiday with me today. And we will talk about the holidays in a second, but I just wanted to say congratulations to the show, dude, because we hit 39 right now. This is the 39th episode, I think. Last time I did mention the episodes was like 34, and I was wrong. It was episode 33. So, you know, as much as I love my sequential orders and also not naming the podcast, both things I seem to be failing on, right? There's different levels of varying success in all things. But I did want to bring up episode 39 because it used to be my favorite number, dude. And I know it's a little bit silly to have a random number, you know, up there, right? You don't just go around saying, my favorite number is 234, right? Usually it's been like between 1 to 10, maybe 1 to 15 at max. But, yeah, number 39, dude. It used to be my favorite number. I had it in football for a while. And I'm feeling like it's going to be a lucky number, dude. I'm feeling like this episode might have a little bit of pizzazz, a little chutzpah, whatever that means, dude. But I'm feeling like this episode's going to have some good luck on its side because of that. And, you know, favorite numbers are interesting in that way, dude. And I remember, like, growing up, it was always a challenge for some reason. I've always been changing my favorite number, and I couldn't really settle in on one, right? Everyone's like, oh, I love 4, I love 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoa, stay between 1 to 10, kid. But yeah, I remember being at school, like not homeschool, but when I actually went to school, and I'd ask people their favorite numbers, and everyone's like, I got a favorite number, I got a favorite number, I got a favorite number, and I couldn't come up with anyone good, dude. So eventually I settled on 39 for some reason. And yeah, I just remember it being a big deal. What's your favorite number? What's your favorite color? These are the two things that represented your identity when you were a younger kid, right? So it was tricky, dude. It was tricky to find that sweet spot. And especially because I'd like 39 for a little bit. And I'm like, okay, now it's kind of dumb. Now it's kind of silly. I got to move on. And then you start liking like 29, and you think that's really cool, right? You take it down a step. You're inching closer. You drop it by 10, and that's fun for a little bit too. And then you see a football player that's number 29, and he sucks. And you're like, I don't want to freaking be associated with this guy. So I've constantly been on the chase and the run to get this favorite number, right? This symbol, right? This my favorite thing to really showcase who I am as a person. And it was tricky, dude. Right now, I'm thinking 2, because that's, you know, I was born on the 2nd. I like 2. I like 12, because it's a 1-2 January thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's no easy feat. And I remember for a while, dude, I was really between 21 to 25. That was the sweet spot. That was like the running back numbers in football. I was like, okay, yeah, one of these is my thing. So I'm going to look at all these great running backs. And at a point, I had finally settled on 23, dude. That was my number. I was like, all right, everybody's got their thing. This guy likes 21. This guy likes 22. This guy likes 24. I don't want to freaking, you know, take off their favorite number, so I'm going to settle in on 23. That's a nice sweet spot for me, 23. So I rocked 23 for a good 2 or 3 years, and my grandma asked me that because really that's all you can ask as a kid. You say, hey, dude, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite number? Now I know everything I need to know about you, right? So I go, hey, grandma, my favorite number is 23. And she's like, oh, 23, that was actually the day that my husband died. That was when your grandpa died on the 23rd. Gone, dude. Haven't looked back. I changed it immediately. I was so happy to finally have that number, and it was ripped away from me, dude. No matter what number you try to settle on, there's something bad associated with it. So that's why ultimately I've gone with number 2, because it was the day I was born. So like, I'm just going to, you know, if you can't bring anyone else into this equation, you can only rely on yourself. And you say, favorite number is me, dude. I'm my favorite number. Take that, Grandma. Try and figure that one out. So yeah. So if you guys have a favorite number, don't look too hard, because there's going to be something you're going to find. And don't tell your grandma, because she's going to freaking blow it. I'm kidding. Grandma, I am sorry, and I hope that one day we can both learn to love number 23 again. Anyways. Yeah, happy holidays, dude. Happy holidays. We are officially in the Christmas season, as seen and represented by my lights in the background. We had Thanksgiving, dude. Thanksgiving was a pop-off. It was good. We had lots of pie. And I'm not going to lie, dude. By making a Thanksgiving episode, I may have overhyped it a little bit, right? It's not as spectacular as you think it is. It really is just a meal. It's a family gathering, which is fun. It's fine. It's great. It's okay. But it's nothing special. We don't even sit around the table anymore and say, hey, I'm thankful for every one of you. I'm thankful for this turkey. I'm thankful for... Oh, dude, by the way, turkey sucks. Hot take? Let me just bring that out in the open. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm all over the place. I just want to say real quick that Thanksgiving, not that big of a deal. It could do more. You could bring in some sort of Thanksgiving traditions. We don't have any for some reason, and it's really just lackluster. Now, moving on. I'm going to design a new segment on the show, right? Okay, and I'm calling this... Frig, dude. The new segment is called Wreck It. Destruction. Chaos. No, it is... InTRISTing thoughts, dude. You get it? InTRISTing thoughts. It's InTRISTing's thoughts. It's wordplay. It's actually pretty genius. And I'm good at naming things, so this should be no surprise to you. But fun fact, here's an interesting thought for you real quick. And this is really just going to be a segment where I come on here because I got random things that don't really have to be jokes, but they're just some things I think about and I need to get off my chest or off my little, someone else has got to surf these brainwaves for me. So, InTRISTing was actually the name I was going to use for the podcast. Before that, and I was like, maybe wordplay is just too clever, or the word interesting, they might not get it, or say interesting with Tristan. It's too redundant. And I decided I really freaking love the wordplay, like the little, nuance of it. I don't know. But dude, I like the name. I like the thing. So I thought I'm going to bring it back and make a segment because like I said, I got a lot of things I think about, a lot of things I got to throw out there and get it out. So with this new segment, my goal really is to ruin the word for you forever, right? So whenever you hear InTRISTing, you're going to think of the show, and you're going to think of whatever I say. You're going to be like, hey, oh, that's interesting you say that. Interesting, full circuit, the podcast. Oh, he had interesting thoughts. And they're like, hey, I'm that guy. Well, hey, you know what? It's interesting that what they did. Interesting. Oh, frick, he got me again, dude. I'm trying to ruin that word for you, dude. Every time you hear interesting, you're going to think of me. And not only that, you're going to think of whatever weird thoughts I have to put out in the world. So right now, here's one that's been on my brain forever, and it's not really funny. I mean, it could be, I don't know, but it's just something I think about. It doesn't really have a joke connected to it. I just had to say it. It's been in my notes for a while. I just want to put it out so I can delete it. And that is, when I was 14, I was walking through New York City, not alone. It was a family trip, and I didn't know how weird New York can be. There's kind of fun, crazy creatures and people, and I saw this guy. Or a girl, couldn't have been, I have no idea. He was wearing a full-fledged freaking Elmo suit, dude, head to toe. And here in Ohio, we don't have, people like that. So the only time I've ever seen someone dress up in a costume are two occasions, Halloween and the parade. So I saw this guy, and I was thinking, oh, dude, this guy, he's freaking friendly. I'm going to go, we can hug up on him. So I run to this guy. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like high-fiving him because that's what you do in a parade. There's just these friendly folk. I don't know who this guy was. And some dirty guy in a dirty freaking Elmo suit, and I think about that all the time, and I've washed my hands a lot, and I just wanted to say that, dude. I just wanted to say that to get that out there because, maybe it's weird, maybe it's not, but that's what my thoughts are, dude. Those are one of my interesting thoughts. So now, whenever someone else says interesting, I want it to be freaking connected to this weird Elmo guy. So for the next week, I hope that's what happens to you. InTRISTing thoughts. I'll maybe make up a little jingle. He thinks about a lot of random stuff. This is InTRISTing thoughts. Wow. But anyways, here's another one. Turkey is lame, guys. And listen, I love the turkeys like I said before on the thing. They're a nice representation of Thanksgiving. I like them. They're cool. They're whatever, but they don't taste that great. Okay, they're kind of dry. Ham is way superior. This is it could be called hot takes, but we're just going to roll it into interesting thoughts. This is a new segment. I don't know how long. The whole podcast could, whatever. Ham is way superior than turkey in all ways, and no one can debate you on that at all. You bring it up, you instantly have a level up on them of knowledge, and I look down on anybody who argues with me otherwise. So, going forward, screw the turkey, and honestly, let the turkeys have a year off. Let's make next year about the ham. And next time you freaking throw out a ham, you're going to say, oh, that's interesting. You're going to think of the podcast, dude. So, anyways, those are my interesting thoughts. I have tons, dude. Tons of weird things. Like when I first met random family members, this is another interesting thought. It's not that funny, but these are my thoughts. I got to let them out. When I first met our family members from Florida, I didn't know that their last name was Sartoris, and I saw they had like one of those little street signs that says like Boulevard on it, BLVD, and so when people kept asking me like who they were or like, oh, they're family, I was like, I don't think so. I was like, their last name is Boulevard, and people laughed at me because they're like, it's actually Sartoris. I'm like, what? I thought it was freaking Maggie Avenue. So that's one of my interesting thoughts. And that is the bit, guys. That's the whole shebang. Okay. What else is going on? That is all the interesting thoughts I have for you guys. The end. Thanks for the podcast. No. What else has been going on, dude? It's the Christmas season. It's the Christmas time. Things are kicking off. It's that happy holiday fun time, guys. It's arguably the most wonderful time of the year. And it's time to feel like it, guys. It's time, and also, if people are looking for Christmas presents all the time, right? People say, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas, Woody?" And growing up, I was taught to be freaking content and happy with myself. So when it finally comes that time where people start asking you, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?" and you're like, I don't have enough time to think about it. I struggle, dude. I struggle, but I will say this: if anyone's looking for a good gift for me, anything with pizza or Ninja Turtles on them, love it. Don't care if it's slippers, a robe, a hammer, a Halloween costume, a blanket. I don't care. I'm a big fan. I love it. Sometimes, honestly, you could get both of them. The Ninja Turtles eat pizza. There's probably a reason why everything's connected. I already have a SpongeBob shirt, so we're clear on that. But yeah, so if anyone's looking for a good gift, that's what I'm into right now. I'm 22 years old, and I want Ninja Turtle pajamas. Sue me. So yeah, that's always rough. It's hard. It's hard when you're so happy, dude. It's hard being such a good person that you don't have any, not a greedy bone left in your body because you spent all your money on Black Friday. But anyways, guys, yeah, it's Christmas time. It's happy. It's family, and make sure you live these holidays, right? It's December 2nd right now. It's gonna be the 3rd when this episode comes out. But you have a month. You have a month to really marinate in this season. So take your time. Don't take a day for granted. And granted, whatever. But yeah, just really make sure you relax and pay attention and feel it out. Kind of the things like I said about Thanksgiving, except Thanksgiving kind of sucks. So, but this time I mean it, guys. I mean it. But yeah, I love Christmas. I'm a Christmas freak, aficionado. I don't know why I tried to say so many words that I haven't practiced or used out loud before, but I think that's just the interesting part of this podcast. But yeah, I love Christmas. I love it a lot. My only problem with this, and I've talked about this briefly on the show before, is that I hate opening gifts, dude. I hate it. I don't like it at all. And it doesn't mean I don't like the gift. I have some sort of like anxiety when people give me something because I can see on their faces that they really think thing's going to hit home, man. So they look at me and they've built this up in their mind like, oh my gosh, I got him the coolest Ninja Turtle jammies he's ever seen. And they got the biggest smile on their face like, oh, dude. So you're sitting there. Now, mind you, I'm an inside reactor, right? I react on the inside like, holy crap, that's amazing, wow. But it doesn't come out, okay? So you get me everything I've ever wanted, the best gift ever, okay? Just imagine that. And you're sitting there waiting for me to open this. And I'm like, oh, dang, I'm excited because, gifts are fun. I like to open gifts, and as much as I'm content, I still like the little surprise. I just don't react outwardly. So I see these people like this. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. It puts some sort of stress and pressure on me where I'm like, oh, what if I don't give you the reaction you're looking for, right? Because this little holiday transaction, you're expecting gratefulness for one, but you want to see it. So if I go like this, thanks, and you just got me everything I've ever dreamed of, you're like, oh crap, he hates it. But I don't, dude. I've had some of the best gifts I've ever gotten, and I just don't react outwardly. Like, I got a guitar for 1 year, and I wanted a guitar so bad. It was the coolest thing ever, and I was like, And I was like trying to, and I was grateful, okay? And I was trying to really play it up because I'm trying to force it. And I'm saying, oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And that's how I was feeling, but the words just weren't, it just doesn't come out naturally. I don't know why that is. So when people give me gifts, I have so much stress. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta make them feel like they really hit a home run with this gift, whether they did or not. And usually they did, because I am very grateful. That is what I'm feeling. But I struggle, dude. I struggle showing my appreciation. And so if you want a good laugh, dude, every time I watch a present, every time I open a present, watch me, and you'll see me start to sweat. I'm looking around. And I always wait for other people to be like in the mix. So I'm like kind of opening it slowly, like waiting my time. And then someone else goes, oh, thank you so much. I'm like, and I try and follow up and just tag team on the back. And I was like, oh, dude, we thank you so much. Yes. Because I don't want to be in the spotlight in that moment, right? I love the spotlight. I love it when I got things to say, got things I want to freaking get your attention. But in that moment, I hate it. I hate it so much, dude. There's nothing like it. Same goes on a birthday. I don't care what the holiday is. I don't care what the situation is. If you're giving me something in some sort of surprise and I'm supposed to react in a way that makes you feel good, it puts so much pressure on me that I'm like, I honestly don't even, don't give me a gift. Don't even get me the Ninja Turtle stuff. I can't, dude. I can't deal with it. I'm joking. Please give me those Ninja Turtle slippers. But anyways, what else is going on, dude? What else? I mean, it's the holiday season. I've been going into Dollar Tree a few times, and they got all the Christmas decor, and it just puts me in a good mood, dude. And it puts me in a good mood when I see all the decorations and stuff. Just when I walk anywhere in general, I'm often in a good mood. And when you're in a good mood, you sing, right? You sing. So I've been walking in the Dollar Tree a few times, and they know me as this little, not caroler per se. I'm not singing Christmas songs, but I am singing songs. So every time I walk in, people are like, yeah, sing it, dude. Never stop. Just keep on. You're always singing stuff. Hey, dude, I love what you're doing. Love that song. Oh, you're always singing a classic. And that's become a thing now, where every time I go in the Dollar Tree, I'm like, ba 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 da 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 boo then and it's just been a fun little experience for me. But what's funny is that I never know the words to any of these songs I sing. I just sing, dude. Like, that's the one thing I do react outwardly. It's just, oh, I feel happy. So the other one I was singing the other day was, I don't know the name of the song. I don't even know what the words are, but it's, what do you feel me, baby, just to let me down? And I don't know the words to this, right? If you slow this thing down, I say, why do you fill me up, rubber duck baby, just to let me down? Running around, now it hurts some more. And I don't know if those are the words. They might be, they might not be, but that's just how I sing the, what do you feel me, rubber duck baby, just to let me down? Running around, now it hurts some more. Now, listen, those probably aren't the right words. It says rubber duck. But I don't know the words, so that's just how I sing my songs. 90% of the songs I sing, I have no idea what I'm saying. That's the truth. But when people see me, and I just kill it, dude. When I go, va, 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 down, and they're like, hey, yeah, there's that guy. And or maybe they do know, I have no idea. But they love it, and I love it, and it's just that Christmas vibe, dude. It's that Christmas vibe. You go in there, and you freaking sing it hard. And people will follow you, and people will be very appreciative of, anything you do. Yes, I don't know the lyrics. Oh, I forgot what the segue was. But, so I don't know the lyrics to a lot of songs. And Christmas songs, for some reason, I know you play the same freaking songs every holiday. There's only like 8 of them. And you play them on repeat every year. I still don't know the words to the songs, which is so funny to me. And I'm trying to think of a song. I'll just start singing a Christmas song, and we'll see how long it takes till I get to a part where I don't know the word. Sleigh bells ring, ring-a-ling. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Hear the kids munch. This the snow crunch. This is Santa's big day. I don't know if it's true. And amongst all the hustling you hear, silver bell. Wait, is that the same song? Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know the words. So if you could play it, I could fake it along and like da 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 da. But if you really boil it down and you dig it down to brass tacks, again, don't know what that means. But if you look at the lyrics, I have no idea what I'm saying. I could hit you a chorus, maybe 4 or 5 words out of that. But outside of that, bridges, verses, anything else? I realize I'm lost, dude. 22 years old. And we're a Christmas household, dude. I hear these songs in my sleep. And I still don't know the words, which is hilarious to me. So I don't know what to do to fix that. I don't know if I'll ever learn the words. I don't know if I have learned the words and they just fall out. But it's just so funny to me, dude. I'll never get it. So if you want to sing Christmas songs, I would sing a Christmas song on the podcast for you guys. I mean, I just did, but I don't know the words. So I don't know if I'm the only one in that. And if I am, ouch. So I would let you guys go take your test. Go think about it and say, am I as festive as I think I am? Because I'm not, dude. Look, I got the lights in here. I'm Mr. Christmas. I'm like Santa's little helper, not the elf, but just like his assistant who's waiting until he gets tired enough that I can take over and understudy. But it's just, I'm failing. And I hope I'm not the only one out there, but I know I probably am because I sang Rubber Duck Baby just to let me down. So it is what it is, I guess. Speaking of music, dude, I've been going hard on the musicals lately. I've been back in my musical grind. And I don't know if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but I am a show tune kid, dude. I'm a musical theater guy. I went to college. I went to the School of Musical Theater, right? And I love it, dude. I love show tunes. That's my bag. I love the game. And when they're in your head, they're really in your head. Well, musical theater was a little bit different, though. You get so used to oh, this is the cool guy. He's got this much talent. He plays the sport. He does this. He dresses cool. He's whatever. Musical theater is like a whole other hierarchy of popularity or whatever, where I just wasn't used to. It's like I walked in there and I love this stuff and everyone was like me. But if you didn't know a specific lyric to Mamma Mia, you were outcast. People would get on me. What do you know? You don't know this? You don't know that? I was like, whoa! I thought we were just singing. We were just having fun. What do you mean? You said Rubber Duck Baby. So yeah, it was pretty rough, but it was a lot of fun. And I love theater, dude. I love that kind of feel to it. And there's something different. I know a lot of people don't really care for musical theater, Broadway songs or something, but there's some feel to that, right? Because it's really telling a story because it is in the middle of a story, right? They're really singing their heart out. And it's just kind of progressing the story and this character growth in these moments that I feel more of an emotional connection to these songs for some reason. And I know a lot of people they'll like the Disney songs, but I'm talking just a regular Disney songs are amazing, but I mean just, your regular average Broadway songs, something. I'm like, oh dang, you really feel a character, you really feel what they're feeling. And that's one of the few things that I can get a little bit emotional to. I'm like, oh dang, freaking, oh, words hurt, and it's pretty powerful. That's I don't ever cry, dude, but that's not the one. There's another thing, dude. But anyways, it's one of those songs where it really just grips me, holds tight. The other thing, I don't weep, dude. I don't cry, but I'll freaking double tear, not just single, dude. I'll go timed out freaking consecutively, and not consecutively. What's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? Synchronize, like a synchronized swimmers, dude. But yeah, dude. The other thing is, and it's kind of like that, but it's just these movie moments. And this is kind of why I feel that in musical theater, that it's oh, this is the change where the character finally feels that and they understand what I got to do and what's going on. Now, this doesn't have to be a song, but in movies, and there's a scene in Kung Fu Panda 2 that I get teary-eyed every single time I watch that, where, and I don't know if I'll be able to play the clip anywhere, so if it's playing, cool, but if it's not, just, feel what I'm saying. So, in Kung Fu Panda 2, right, they've been going up against this cannon it destroys Kung Fu, right? This freaking cannon, all the Kung Fu artists, all the masters, no one can beat it. It's a cannon. No one beats a cannon. There's nothing you can do to stop a cannon. So they're shooting these and they're taking down all the best of the best, the legendary heroes. And Po, right, he's just this rookie. Po's the main character, the panda, the fat guy, the underrated guy. He's not supposed to be the guy. He's not the master at all. He's kind of new to this at this point. And all his senseis, all his masters, all his heroes that he looked up to his whole life are getting destroyed by this thing. And he gets beat by it too. So there's this scene where the bad guys have won, basically. They have all these cannons. All the people are basically laying dead in the water. and he's the only one to get up, and they're all looking like, what, are you crazy? You can't beat it? And there's this moment where he's like finally channeling everything he's ever learned, and he's just feeling it's like it's not about me anymore, and he just kind of flows with it. It's like, this guy killed my mom and my dad, but I will never stop. And he freaking moves with the cannon, and he flows, and he's mastered techniques that anyone, and he finally rises to the challenge. I'm getting goosebumps, I'm feeling it right now. And he rises, and he claims his destiny, and he beats this guy. And I was like, holy crap, this is the most amazing thing in cinematic history ever. So it's all kind of things like that where people are really seizing their moment, and it gets me for some reason. So I'd watch like a random Disney show, and this girl who always had stage fright or something, she would be like, oh crap, someone fell down, they need someone to go sing. He's like, oh, I don't want your project to fail. And she faces her fear, and she goes out and she sings, and she's killing it. And I'm like getting teary eyed. I'm like, oh my gosh. And people are like, what's wrong? Are you crying? What are you doing? I was like, she's freaking seizing the day. She's killing her. This is her moment. It's like, I don't know what that is about it, but there's some sort of deep storytelling that when I see someone really achieve their potential in these movies or in these theater songs or whatever, those things really connect with me for some reason. So when I see Kung Fu Panda, no matter how many times I watch this, when I see Kung Fu Panda Po, when he stands up in the middle of the water on this little island, everybody's dead around him, he's like, I'll never quit fighting. Roll, skadoosh, boom. I'm like, dude, so freaking good, dude. I could watch that a million times. Oh my gosh. So that got me a little bit. So that's interesting thoughts, dude. Those are my thoughts for the day. Interesting thoughts. Now we're gonna start on to the regular show. No, I'm kidding. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. I gotta go lay down. That was freaking. I gotta go cry it out. Gotta go feel it out, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being with me and enjoying this kickoff to the holiday season. Remember that, interesting thoughts. The word interesting is always connected back to me, so I want you to think of ham. I want you to think of Ninja Turtles, Dirty Elmos, and what was the other thing I said? It doesn't even matter, dude. Just know that it was interesting. Yeah, have a happy holidays, and buy me all kinds of cool Ninja Turtle stuff, and make sure if you're giving something to someone awesome, and even though you should be expecting a great reaction, just don't look at him, dude. Don't freaking, just don't, give him a little space. Because if there's someone like me, panic, dude, I'm going to start sweating just thinking about that. Next time I'm going to open something, I'm just going to think about Kung Fu Panda, dude. I'll just think about Po. I was like, dude, I hope this is, going to make me, I'm like, freaking Po. Po sees his day. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And they'll finally, kind of get this transaction of thankfulness. So anyways, again, thanks for being here, dude. I'm so thankful, guys. Don't look at me too much, but I just want to say I'm thankful. Hey, love you guys. But I appreciate you being here. I'll see you next week for episode 40. Is that the right way? 40, one of them. And I'll see you next week. Hope you guys an amazing week, an amazing time, and do all the holiday stuff. Have fun. Dude, I'll never learn how to close a show. By episode 100, I'm going to figure it out. You better bet it. Anyways, go watch Kung Fu Panda. Show